Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Melissa and in today's video we are going to be setting up my October 2023 budget and debt tracker pages. So if that interests you, keep on watching. So in today's video and setting up my budget and debt tracker pages in my monthly layout from Happy Planner for October 2023, I'm going to be using some certain essentials that I like to use pretty much almost every month to month and everything, but sometimes I like to add maybe like an element here or two just to kind of zhuzh things up and keep things interesting. So with that in mind, I'm going to be starting off with, of course, the budget and debt trackers from Sarah Marie Stickers, her Etsy shop, which I will have the links to her shop and these specific items that I'm showcasing and using from my budget and debt tracker setups in the description box for your convenience. Along with these budget and debt trackers, I'm also going to be pulling in a couple different choices here of washi strips. If you are a returner or a subscriber to my channel, hi, welcome back everyone. You guys know that I love to use thin or skinny washi strips and everything like that for dividing my different sections of my planning, just to kind of make things more functional, and then also just to kind of add a little extra fun color or pizzazz or some kind of decorative, touch here and there to go alongside the functionality. So along with those stickers, I'm also going to be pulling in boxes from my Mojo Dojo Plans, her foiled rainbow boxes. Again, if this sticker book from her shop is still available, I will have it linked down below in the description box for you. And then I thought for funsies, I thought bringing in maybe some fun little stickers here from the Happy Memory Keeping the Holidays sticker book and everything. Now this is an older one from the Happy Planner. If it is still available and there's a link to it, I will also have that link down in the description box for you. But we're only going to be using a few different stickers here from this book. We're not going to be going crazy and everything because, like I said, when it comes to debt and budget tracking, we're really focusing on functionality over decoration, like we normally do on other pages and everything in our planning system. So with that being said, let's put these to the side and let's jump right in with bringing in our Bic whiteout. And again, these are going to be the last two pages or the note pages of Happy Planner's monthly layout. So these are going to be the last two pages after the weekly or the daily tasks pages of that monthly layout Happy Planner, if you're kind of wondering where the placement is for these. So we're just going to come over here and I'm just going to white out the take notes. And then the October right over here. And then we're going to come back over here and focus on the left side page, which is our budget side. Okay. So on this budget side here, we're going to be pulling in our budget sticker. I'm just simply going to pull off this budget thick washi strip. And we are going to line it up here with the top corner and the edge of the page as best we can. It doesn't have to be perfect, guys. Like I said, I had a little bit of trouble with, I do believe it was my weekly spreads and everything. And if you guys were here for that video and everything, you guys also know maybe the slight discoloration over here, the little fiasco I had with my iced coffee spillage during my planning. I was like, oh no. So anyways, I digress. We're rolling from it and everything like that. Okay, so for this first part and everything up here, right underneath my budget, I think I'm going to pull in this really kind of brownie, kind of brown orange kind of strip here with these really cute kind of orangey or peach colored polka dots. And I thought that the colors of this would be really, really nice to kind of pair in with the color tones that we have. These really cute, scarecrows and, the fallish colors and everything like that. And so since that strip is a little long, we're just going to bring over a Live Love Posh Luxe Metal Washi Cutter. We're going to line that up and then just simply cut that right like that. And that is so nice. I love that. Okay, and then I'm just going to take this extra strip and place it right back here on my strip sheet. Okay. And then the next thing we are going to do is I'm going to leave this spot right here, this blank line, blank, because that's where I like to write in my starting balance for every month. And then next we're going to just simply pull up this income type strip. And then we're going to place it right down on the next line. And then just take it straight across, just like that. Nice and easy. Okay, and so for October, we get paid twice, but I also like to leave a miscellaneous line just in case I forgot something or there's, for whatever purposes, miscellaneous or anything. So I always like to leave that blank spot there. So then I'm going to come over here, pull up the total income. Well, I have to apologize, guys. I am so sorry. I was in the groove of everything, of talking to you guys while also laying out my budget, that I didn't realize my camera had stopped recording. So I guess it's one of those days with the coffee spillage and everything like that. So, okay, so, well, where we left off was I had just laid down my income type strip here. And since I get paid twice this month, I like to leave the 2 spaces for those 2 paychecks, but I also like to leave a miscellaneous one just in case I forget anything. And then next we laid down our total income strip. And then from our washi strip and everything, I decided to go with this black and gray white plaid here just to bring in the colors and everything from the center part of those sunflowers and everything, and then like the little cute, coal-like colors of the eyes on the scarecrow. And then on this left side, I like to lay down my fixed expenses, which I have about 13 of them. So I just left spaces for those. And then for my variable expenses over here, I have 3, so I leave that space right there for those. And then having my total income strip there, and then the total income strip here for my fixed expenses. And then once again, I came down here and used the plaid skinny washi strip and everything as a divider for this little section that I like to list out my monthly subscriptions and everything. And I like to do that for myself because basically from month to month, if there's anything that maybe is getting like a little too pricey because everything is getting more expensive nowadays, I can kind of look at that blocked out, assess whether I want to cancel a monthly subscription or what have you. So that's why I like to kind of do it that way for myself. And then lastly, I laid down the total potential and actual savings strip down here. Now, this leaves this space right here really open and blank. And the reason why for that is we are going to come over and we are going to take a look at the monthly breakdown here, because I like to use this here as my weekly check-ins and everything. So basically from whatever the start of October is, whatever day that falls on, which for this October, it starts on a Sunday. So we'll have just 10/1/23 listed here. And then we'll have 10/2 to 10/8 listed on the next line, because I like to go Monday through Sunday and leaving my remaining balances week to week. That way I can just make sure and keep on track with my budgeting and everything, making sure that I have like enough money in my checking or savings and everything, just to kind of cover all of expenses, whether planned out or unforeseen and everything. So that's why sometimes I'll leave an extra line down here for other or unbudgeted circumstances that I just didn't foresee and everything. So here we're going to come over here to this section, and I am going to bring in my trusty erasable gel pen. And you guys absolutely know I love these erasable gel pens. I think they are wonderful because if you happen to make a mistake, and trust me, when I write or anything like that, I tend to, misspell something here or there, or make a mistake writing something on the wrong date or whatever by chance. I love being able to erase it and then just move forward with it. So for the weekly check-in section right here, I'm actually just going to write in the dates here real quick. So we're going to write 10/1/23. And like I said, I like to go Monday through Sunday. And since the 1st of October falls on a Sunday, we're only going to leave that date alone by itself. Next, we're going to go the next line to 10/2/23 through 10/8/23. And then next, we're going to go 10/9/23 through 10/15/23. And then 10/16/23 through 10/22/23. And then 10/23/23 through 10/29/23. And then lastly 10/30/23 through the end of the month, 10/31/23. Now this is just the way I like to do it. You can do whatever which way you want to do it. If you want to have it just where you have like, say for example, 4 lines or 5 are representing the weeks of the month, by any means, you do you. I'm just showing you how I like to do mine. For me, it just kind of makes it mentally, more easier for me to kind of assess in that way. Okay, so what I'm also going to do now is I am going to come over here and I'm going to pull up, let's pull up this fun kind of rusty brown strip again. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to lay it right here. And I'm just going to lay that down right across. And then bringing in our washi cutter again, lining that up and cutting that off. And I think that's a nice way to kind of end out that section here. And then, like I said, if I don't have enough spaces in here for my monthly subscriptions, I have this empty section up here that I could, or if there was something of my fixed expenses that I forgot, or variable expenses or what have you, I still have the space here to kind of write it in as needed. So we're just going to take this and we're going to lay that right back. Lay that right back down here on our strip sheet. And we're going to put that to the side. Okay. And then now we're going to bring in a ruler. And with our erasable gel pen, we're going to come up here and actually I'm going to just write starting balance right up here at the top. And it doesn't have to be the best penmanship or anything like that. I just, like to focus on, like I said, the functionality. Oh, see how that does not look right? All right. We just easily erase it and write it back in. See? Okay. So for this month of October, we, in the income section here, we get paid twice this month. So it's going to be on the 6th. So 10, 6, 23 paycheck. And I like to interchange between writing and cursive and non-cursive, just so I can keep my cursive skills up. All right, and then 10, 20, 23 for our next paycheck. And then we're just gonna write miscellaneous here, abbreviated. Okay, now with our ruler, we're gonna bring that over, and then we're gonna line it up here with our estimated in the box for the estimated right there. And then we're just going to mark down the line that. Doing the same thing for the actual column and the plus or minus under an overage column. Okay. And then we're just going to come through here, just writing in our dollar signs. Okay. And now next we're going to come down to our fixed expenses section. We're going to once again with our ruler lining it up with our line down here for the totals. We're just going to take that, draw that down, that there. And then let's see here. I need to write out my fixed expenses. So first off, we have mobile, and then we have security, and then Xfinity, and then Hulu Plus, and then iCloud, and then Planet Fitness, and then we have IT Premium, Spotify, Netflix, SF, and mortgage. And I left 2 spaces there, which is quite okay. Actually, I'm going to see if I can lift up these strips. Yes, and I can. So very carefully here, we're just going to take this total strip and out just like that. Okay. And then doing the same thing with our plaid strip. we're gonna try lifting that up as nicely as we can. Try not to have it curl up too much. That might be kind of unavoidable, so we're just gonna roll with it. And then we're gonna roll with the roll up. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna, there we go. Relaying it down and just smoothing it out with our fingers just like that. Look at that, looks nice. Okay, and then keeping it moving, we are just going to come over here and then right in the amount column, we're just gonna go straight on down, writing in our dollar amounts. Okay, just fix up a little bit. And then with our ruler again, we're just going to draw a line here between the fixed expenses and the variable sections. Okay, and then right here for our weekly check-in section, I'm just going to write in weekly check-ins. Okay, and then right here, I think I'm going to leave that blank. I think I'm going to put my box here for my remaining balance for the month. So yeah, I think that'll work out really nicely there. And we're going to come over here and we're going to line it up and then just draw in our columns here for the budget, actual plus or minus columns regarding our variable expenses. And then listing out our variable expenses, which is going to be our NICOR gas, water, sewer, and last but not least, ComEd. Okay, so you can see how this really kind of comes together, you know, really nicely, just like that. So now we are going to bring in our JoJo Plans sticker book. And I'm thinking we have like some really nice tones here. So I'm kind of debating whether I want to use either a combination of orange or maybe like yellow. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do yellow this month and then maybe maybe leave like the orange for next month for November. Okay, so we're gonna come through here looking at our boxes. All right, and we do have our darker ones available, which I really like. So we're gonna go ahead and pull up those. So right down here for our subscription section here, we're just gonna take the thinner appointment sticker yellow foiled box, and we're just going to lay it right here, right above that total actual savings box right there. And then we're going to pull in another one of those thin appointment stickers. We're going to bring this one right here to lay down. Actually, I'm just going to lay down right here. So then, like I said, if I forgot anything, I will leave myself one space here for writing in anything that I might have forgotten, either from like a payment, from my fixed expenses or my variable expenses section. And then I'm just simply going to write in the word remaining. Now this will be the remaining amount that I will need to have to cover the first week of expenses for November and everything. So that's the way I kind of like to do my budgeting and everything. But like I said, everybody does that a little differently. Whatever works for you, and I always say stick to it. If it's not broke, don't fix it. All right, now that we have our budget side set up, let's just jump on over and set up our debt tracker. Okay, here on our debt tracker side and everything, kind of like how we did with our budget, we have this section here whited out and ready to go for bringing in our debt tracker sticker. So we're just going to flip our page around here, lifting up that thick debt tracker strip, and then we're going to line it up here with the corner and the side and this edge of the page, taking it right straight across. Okay. Ooh, I swear I have dog hair everywhere. Okay, and then next, like we did on the other side, we're going to look at our different washi strips and everything that we have available. So I picked 2 from this one. I kind of like a couple of these colors and everything, so we're going to bring in this other strip sheet. And I think I'm going to lead off with the plaid this time instead of the polka dots. And so we're going to take this, lining it up directly underneath that debt tracker washi strip. I'm taking this straight across to the edge of the page. And then with our washi cutter, we are just going to trim off the excess and then lay this back down on our washi strip. And now we're going to come here and lift up our debt tracker strip. And I'm going to just lay this right directly underneath that plaid strip. Okay, and then and look how nicely that lines up, you know, just nicely. I love it. Okay, and for this section, I need to leave, let's say 9 spaces. Let's go 10 just to be on the safe side. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in this strip over here, and I'm going to go for the polka dot one. I just think it's really cute and pretty. I love it. Okay, so I said 10 spaces. We're going to count down 10. Actually, we're just going to go 9. But I think I overcounted something. Yeah, okay. We're going to count down 9. And we're going to lay this washi strip right in between those lines, and then kind of eyeballing it with where we had lined up those strips before. That's where we're going to use our washi cutter to cut the excess off of that strip, and then simply laying that in there. And then next, I am going to lift up, well, actually, we're going to bring in our totals. Okay. So for this section and everything, I'm going to leave 2 lines, flip our totals strip around, lining it up against the edge of the page in between those lines after leaving 2 open. So on the 3rd line down, we're just going to lay it down right across nicely, just like that. Okay, and then I just want to count something real quick. Perfect. Okay, so now we're going to bring in that plaid strip color again. I really, really love it. Flipping our page around, we're going to line it up right underneath the total strip that we just laid down. Okay, and then using our washi cutter again, we're going to line it up with that strip that we laid down, and then just rip like that. And then put the excess back on our washi strip page. Okay, so now we are going to come over to Mojo Jojo Plans. We're going to flip through to those yellow colored foiled section. And here I'm going to pick up another one of those skinny appointment strips. And I'm going to lay this down where I am lining up with the edge of the page and then along that first open line here as best I can. Okay, doesn't have to be perfect, but I kind of like to use those points as like a guide for where I want to lay down my box. Okay, and then right next to it, we're gonna lay down another skinny appointment sticker right along the edge there, and then right along the line. Oh gosh, okay. You saw how it jumped on me. Okay. Okay, it's not gonna pull up nicely, so we're rolling with it, guys. Okay, and then lastly but not least, we're going to pull up this kind of mid-size or smaller, medium size rectangle box. And we are going to lay that right here. And the reason why I like to use this is I like to use this as like a header box for this section right here, for like any kind of promotion, summaries, or anything like that. Anything that I want to write down for like regarding my debt tracking, you know, comings and goings and everything in that section right here. Okay, so now we are just about done. I need to bring in my last skinny appointment sticker here. And I'm going to actually flip the page this time. I think that'll be a lot easier for me. Lining this up with the corner and the edge. I'm gonna lay that right down there. Really nice, love it. Okay, now we are done with our Jojo plans. We're gonna set that to the side. And then I'm also gonna come back over here to our washi strip sheet. And I'm gonna pull up that polka dot one again. And this time I'm gonna flip the page around. And I'm going to take this washi strip, taking it where it's gonna line up right underneath that last note line of the notebook sheet. And we're gonna take it straight across, okay? And then with our washi cutter, again, eyeballing where we kind of cut above, we're going to lay our washi cutter there, and then using that to help us rip off the excess. And then just lay our excess washi strip back on that sheet. And then we are done with our washi strips and everything. Okay, so now we are going to come over here with our ruler and we are going to draw in our lines. So once again, like we did on our budget side and everything, we're going to take our ruler, line it up with the first column box here for the totals for beginning. And we're just going to draw our line down here. We're not going to draw a line here, and I'll explain here in just a minute. And then next, the paid column. And then for the interest column. And then for the ending column. And then we're just going to go through, and then the monotonous, you know, but needed thing of just drawing in our dollar signs. Okay, and then what I like to do is I just like to draw a little hash right there. And the reason why you're probably wondering, okay, why are we leaving this blank here? We have our debts here, and then we are leaving this blank, and then we have our totals here. The reason why I like to do my debt tracker page like that is because anytime I pay off a debt and everything, I will list it down here by like a hash. I'll have like a hash here, hash here, hash here, hash here. And then just a quick little thing of what I had paid off, you know, debt-wise and everything as an accomplishment for myself. So by doing that, I'm kind of setting up kind of like a psychological or mental kind of pat on the back kind of mentality thing here, where I'm like, okay, my eye is going to look at my debts listed here, all the information for those debts here. Then I see my accomplishments. Then I see my new totals of what debt is still outstanding. And for me, that's just kind of a quick mental kind of trick and everything that really has me focus on more of the positive of like how many I am paying off and everything, and what I have, you know, left off to pay and everything, instead of focusing on more of like the larger number of like bigger debts and everything that I need to still pay off. It just kind of helps me mentally, you know, kind of process that in a more positive manner and everything, to keep me going with patting myself on the back. I'm like, you're doing a great job, Melissa, keep going, you know, you got this and everything kind of thing. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. Okay, so lastly, we're going to come down here with our ruler, and we are going to line this up with our first box sticker there, and then just draw that down. And then for our next column, do the same thing. Now, these are going to be for, the first one is column is going to be for creditor, or for, you know, any kind of debtor and everything that I owe money to. And then this is going to be the minimum due column. And then this is just going to be the totals of like that minimum due column, you know? Okay, and then we're just gonna write in here promotion / summaries. So that's in case if like I have any kind of like balance transfers or summaries and everything regarding like my debts up here that I want to make note of for myself month to month, I have that section right over here to do so. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring both of our pages together and then bring in those little bit of decorative touches. Okay, now that we have our budget and debt tracker pages already set up and everything, now we can do the fun part of bringing in our Happy Memory Keeping Holidays sticker book and then taking a look at some of the stickers that we kind of want to bring in and have a little bit of fun with, you know? And so I thought when I was using and going through the sticker book in particular for, you know, adding some, you know, a little bit of decorative touches here and there to my weekly spreads pages, I thought these would be really, really pretty with like the tones and the colors and everything of these stickers in particular to bring into these pages. And this is a kind of a fun way to where, like I said, you're focusing on the functionality of your budget and debt trackers first and foremost, but now you can bring in a little bit of fun decorative, you know, touches if you wanted to, okay? So I think for this promotion summary section, I don't typically have to write a whole lot in here. It's really kind of small and everything. So I think for fun, I'm going to bring in this trio of pumpkins right over here. If I can lift it up. Okay, I might have to bring in my tweezers. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna lift these really cutesy pumpkins up, and I think I'm going to lay them right down just like so on that page. And I think it looks so cute like that. And then I'm also gonna wanna kind of keep my pages side by side because for fun, I'm gonna come over here and I think we're gonna lead off with, oh, let's start off with like this really pretty maple leaf. Okay, I'm gonna have to bring in my tweezers. Sometimes, you know, if I don't know if you guys run into this problem, but sometimes my older stickers, you know, I have to kind of want to pull up the page, you know, too much. So, okay. Or it could just be a Melissa problem, you know, because, you know, we like just spill our coffee and do this and that and everything. So it is quite possible that it is just as simply a Melissa issue at hand. So I'm very aware that that could be the case. Okay, and then I think what I also want to do is I'm going to come down here and we're going to come up, I think, yeah, let's pull up this really pretty like orangey kind of colored leaf. Oh, that's so pretty. I love that. Okay, and we're going to hold our pages together since we have that one kind of helping us lay them down. And I'm going to lay this down just like that along the spine. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks really, really pretty. And then next we're going to use this larger kind of greenish leaf. Yeah, really cute. And then I'm going to lay that one just like that. And I'm just laying it down in a way along the spine because, like I said, functionality is first and foremost here with our planning. Okay, and then we're going to go in right big. This big yellow one here. Yeah, I think these tones just play up really nicely with the colors of our, you know, stickers and everything that we used for our headers. Look at that, look just so good. Okay, and I think what I want to do is I'm going to come up here with this pumpkin. So I only need to use a little bit of space here for my starting balance. So to kind of balance off the pages as well, I'm going to bring in this pumpkin. I'm going to lay that guy right there. And I think, guys, that's where I'm going to bring in one more of these green stickers. Leave one just for fun. And I think I want to, yeah. I just kind of lay it down just like so on this page in that section. And that, my friends, is gonna be it and everything. So let's just take a look at these pages And look how fun and really pretty that looks. Oh, I just love it. Okay, so now we're going to use just our emoji Georgia plans. We're gonna put that right underneath our pages. Bringing in our ruler again, line it up along that line between the 2 pages. And then I'm bringing in my little craft cutter pen. I'm using my ruler as a guide. I'm gonna take it and press it down. I'm going right down the page. And that way it should hopefully, okay, I'm gonna have to press a little harder. Okay. Sometimes I get a little nervous because sometimes I don't realize my own strength. Okay. And I really try to avoid pressing too hard to like really like cause damage. Okay. Let's see where I have to put a little harder. Oh, look at that. Look how nice and clean that is, guys. All right. And like I said, I love using the ruler and I love using these craft cutter pens and everything to make it so nice, you know, kind of just judging how hard you want to press down and everything. So here we have our 2 pages and let's pop it in our Frankenplanner. Okay. So here we have, oh, see the issue I have here, guys? All right, let's bring in our hole puncher real quick. Sometimes I forget, guys. Okay, so with our 2 pages, you know, lined up together, we're gonna bring in our WR disc punch, and I'm going to take it to where I have the arrow first and foremost lining up, oh goodness, with the first available, all right, we're gonna go page by page. Yeah, I'm having issues here. We're gonna take this. Okay, nothing's blocking. I don't know why. There we go. Having a Melissa problem issue today. Okay, so you're gonna take it where you have that blue arrow lining up with the previous punched out hole. And then when you do that, you're going to press down and punch through for your new punch there, okay? And then you just kind of do the same thing for the next one. And then where you have your next sticker blocking the punch. And you just keep going down the page so you can clear out, punch out those lines, or spots rather. And then you're gonna flip this over, lining that up right there, and punching through for your top. Okay, so you see how that is. All right, now again we're gonna flip this page over. I'm gonna put our punch right there, and punch, 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 punch. Okay, now we have them all punched out. You take your 2 pages together, and you're gonna just pop it in along your disc just like that, really nice and easy. And then you flip over your pages, and then look, my friends, how really beautiful that looks here placed in our Frankenplanner just like that. So we have our beautiful budget side set up over here. We have our debt tracker over here. We have our fun little stickers along the spine here and right here and here on the pages, just to kind of bring in some more of those fall vibes and everything like that. And I have to say, this is probably one of my favorite budget and debt tracker pages set up and everything, because I am such a lover of fall. I love everything fall. I love the colors. I love the tones. I love the coziness of it. So maybe that's why this is one of my favorite setups that I've done yet to date. So, well, with that being said, guys, I hope you found this video helpful in any way, shape, or form. Sorry if it was a little scattered for me time to time here. I think I'm still kind of adjusting, trying to deal with the whole fact of that I had that iced coffee spillage blender in my last setup and everything with my pages. And it just kind of threw me off for the day, I guess. So I'm so sorry about that, guys. So, but if you happen to like this video and found something helpful with it, please do and think about, hitting the like button before you leave. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. It's completely 100% free. And with that being said, guys, I want to thank you again for joining me. I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. And remember, take care of yourselves, be kind, spread some love, and as always, I'll catch you guys in my next one.